in the world blind. Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my sound. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
What is going on, everybody? So happy Halloween for those who are watching Monday Night Football. Get ready to watch some Monday Night Football between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Now, before we get into kickoff underway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you smash that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button. And guys who are new to share out the content. And a little bit else to grow the channel. So, right now we got the Bengals coming in off a let's be real, a complete ass beating against the Falcons. Surprisingly, the Falcons are really surprisingly the NFC South, especially at that time. Despite the fact that the Falcons lead the NFC South at the 4-4 record, for the Bengals, or for the Browns, should say, who are hosting the Bengals, they're coming off I would say, probably one of the worst. I guess a very close loss against the Ravens. And for those who have seen my issues with the Ravens is because the Ravens at times have a tendency to blow with quarter leads. But shout out to the two that's in the building, though. Welcome everybody. Welcome in. Let's get into really kind of breaking some things down. I did write down some keys to both teams and, kind of see where these teams stand in terms of the AFC North matchups. For the Bengals, though, my keys to the game for them is got to protect Joe Burrow. I mean, it's really simple enough to the point where if the O-line cannot get it done, protect Joe Burrow, the Bengals are going to be offensively is going to be in for a rough night for the offensive line. And obviously, key number two, for those who haven't seen that Jamar Chase is out with a hip injury, going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. We know that the Bengals have gotten more involved with T. Higgins, but Tyler Boyd has, for me, I feel like at times he's gone quiet. Try to get him more involved with T. Higgins, try to get this offense going. And also, stay with the running game. You got Joe Mixon in the backfield. I mean, there's really not that much to really look at, I would say. Try to get, because let's be real, it's the Battle of Ohio. Which NFL team represents Ohio better? The Cincinnati Bengals or the Cleveland Browns? Now, for the Browns, like I said, they're coming off a loss, a close loss, I would say, to the Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, has it, and like I said, I put on the grill so many times when it comes to NFL teams. But the Browns, just keep getting Nick Chubb involved. So I think Nick Chubb is probably the number one rusher in the NFL. Because I mean, the fact that this man, I think it was like not even 6 foot, be at least 6 foot, 6'1", like what, 230, 240, somewhere in that range, and has the speed and the strength. Like, this dude's strength for a running back is impressive. Like I said, I mean, if he can't get Nick Chubb not involved, a lot of times we've seen the Browns have a tendency to kind of struggle with the running game, if that makes sense. But my second key for them is that Myles Garrett has to put pressure on Joe Burrow. Now, like I said, with the O-line being very questionable as it is for the Cincinnati Bengals, which was my number one key for the Bengals, was to protect Joe Burrow. But knowing that Myles Garrett knows how to bring the pressure on Joe Burrow, just let that man eat, because I think he's one of the better defensive ends out there, along with Michael Parsons. But Michael Parsons is more of a linebacker, but he can also play that edge rusher if need be. But also, this also applies to the defensive line. I know that the secondary is actually pretty good with Denzel Ward out in the backfield for the secondary. Well, when it comes to the defensive line for the Cleveland Browns, just attack the O-line. We knew the O-line's always been the kind of like we would say the Achilles heel of the Cincinnati Bengals the last couple of years or so, because we've seen that the Bengals O-line, man, they even let Joe Burrow get sacked so many times. It's ridiculous to the point where, like, you thought the Bengals would actually finally do something to improve that. I mean, look, these two teams, they have their flaws in one way or the other. It's just like, but like I said, I mean, with kickoff about 60 seconds. The last thing I want to kind of talk about is my score prediction for tonight, for Halloween night, Monday Night Football, between the Bengals and the Browns. I'm going to have the Bengals taking this 35-17, because I feel like if the O-line does its job like it's supposed to, I feel like, the Bengals can win in the way that I would say, like I say, also get Tyler Boyd involved. Try to keep using Joe Mixon in that running game. Try to mix and match different plays. But if you can't do that, I think the Browns might take this. So it's very interesting to say the least. But what up, normal guy? What up? Appreciate you coming through. We're getting ready for the first quarter here. So let me just fix this on, get this up and going. All right. A shout to everybody that's coming through. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. So it looks like the Bengals will defer the football, so that allows the Browns will get the second half kickoff. So I mean, we're gonna get ready. Yeah. So we got number 25 to receive the kickoff for the Cincinnati Bengals. All right. And here we go. We're underway. And looks like Cincinnati's going to take the kickoff and we'll get tackled not even close to the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals to start off here. Looking at the 23 or the 24-yard line. For Joe Burrow, so far, yeah, absolutely. Happy Halloween. So last week against the Falcons for Joe Burrow, 481 passing yards and 4 total touchdowns, which allowed or gave him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. That's really exactly what we're getting from Joe Burrow at this time. So we get the 1st and 10, like at the 24. And Burrow will take the snap, will throw it, and hands off to Tyler Boyd. Now be short of the 1st down. So that's Joe Mixon, I should say. So notable injuries for the Cincinnati Bengals had Jamar Chase, Stanley Morgan, the other wide receiver, Drew Sample, Jackson Carman, DJ Reader, Josh Tupou, and Eli Apple. They're probably the most overrated cornerback of all time. And we get a flag on the play. Let's see where this is going to be heading up. Wait.
So 12 men on defense. That's not a good
So Browns get flagged for 12 men on defense. Well, that's going to suck.
Hopefully that's not an omen of things to come. Speaking of that, last week you talked about that game that Joe Burrow had against Atlanta. The 4th
They're going to
play of the game, he hits a 60-yard
so we're going to
bomb
fresh set another 1st down for the Bengals. Shout out to the 2 that's in the building. 1st and 5 at the 19. And Burrow will take the handoff. We'll hand off to Mixon. Mixon will cut through probably about a yard shy of the 1st down. So it'll be 2nd and 1 coming up for the Cincinnati Bengals offense.
And after the penalty and accepting it,
so 2nd and 1.
2nd down and 1 instead of 2nd down and 2. Well, the guy, when you come in,
and that's, like I said, that's one of my keys is that to get the running game going with Joe Mixon. So Bengals offense this 2019, 2,880 plays with 3+ wide receivers, which is most of the NFL. Oh, absolutely, man. Good shit. Good shit. And Mixon will get the 1st down for the Bengals. So 1st and 10 for the Bengals.
Offensive line for Cincinnati, they're coming off their best.
So we got 1st and 10.
Game versus Atlanta.
The Bengals this season started the same 5 offensive linemen every game. Now, like I said, my other key to that is trying to protect Joe Burrow at all times. Know that. Yo, what up, Philly halftime? So we got a 1st and 10 at the 13.5 at the 25 or 35. Now, straight to mix on the outside. We'll get past the 30, but at the 31 goes Joe Mixon.
Came in with 32 targets through 7 games. He was targeted only 35 times.
So Joe Mixon from the targets from the backfield. Last season, 35. But this season, he has 33 targets from the backfield as well. We got 2nd and 5. Under the 13 to play, but shout out to the 4 that's in the building. Welcome, everybody.
Joe Burrow, he likes to take his shots down the field, but he does an excellent job of getting the ball.
So 1st and 10 at the 30. And Burrow will drop back to pass, throws, and that's going to be overthrown to, looks like, to T. Higgins was the offensive target, but it looks like, and that goes into another key that I had for the Bengals, or for the Browns. Myles Garrett getting that pressure off the outside. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, right below the leg, so beat Collins. Yeah, it does, man, it does. But what up, Daniel? What up, Daniel? Appreciate everybody coming through as well. So we got a 3rd and 5. So we got 3rd and 5 coming up with the Bengals. And Burrow will take the snap, draws back the pass, throws. And that's complete to number 25. So Chris Evans actually with a nice catch to the outside goes Chris Evans by from Joe Burrow. That's crazy too. I mean, just how the Bengals can really work without Jamar Chase, which is to really start this game out so far. But so far though, got 12:33 on the clock. So we got Mixon. So we've got the wide receivers out. We got Thomas, Higgins, and Boyd. So 1st and 10. Burrow will take the snap, play action pass. Throws, and that's going to be incomplete to T. Higgins. And shockingly, there's no flag for a pass interference. So I don't know, man. Let's kind of take a look here.
And there goes Higgins right past him. And then a lot of jostling going on down the line or down the sideline.
That's close.
Like both guys.
I don't know, man.
You see Burrow, he obviously wanting the call, as was Higgins. I think both guys.
So we got 2nd and 10 for the Bengals, who are coming into this game at 4-3, taking the 2-5 Cincinnati Cleveland Browns. And Burrow will take the snap, will drop back to pass, will throw, and gives it to Hayden Hurst. Or that's Wilcox. Be sure of the first down.
Their top tight end now is Hayden Hurst. Over number 1 first-round draft pick by the Baltimore Ravens in 2018. There he is.
So 3rd and 7. Now we're seeing Hayden Hurst now in at the tight end position for the Bengals. Yeah, Arku. This is what happens when we live. This is why us East Coast people hate the rain. Hate rain over here. So we got at the 39, looking at the 41 on a 3rd and 7. And Burrow will throw. And that's complete to Tyler Boyd. Yo, what up, Mitch? So 1st down and 10 for the Bengals. Like I said, and that's my key number 2 for the Bengals. Try to get Tyler Boyd involved because yes, you may not have your number 1 guy chased with the hip injury, but you got to get some of these other receivers involved, like and this is how you try to go win football games. So Tyler Boyd on 3rd down since 2016, 95 receptions and 75 first downs from the slot, which is both most in the NFL. So we got a first and 10. And Burrow, play action will throw, and that's over. And that is picked off by Cleveland. Here comes it's AJ Green to the 40, 30, and he will get tackled by. So Mixon will get the touchdown, and get very chippy. So Green the 3rd gets the pick off of Joe Burrow. And that's going to be a first. Well, let's see. And not just the pressure too, which I forgot to write this down. Myles Garrett can do one of many things, and obviously that is trying to get. Now we get a timeout here, so we got to.
He was touched by Mike Thomas.
So Mike Thomas managed to get some contact, but however, it's a turnover nonetheless by the Cleveland defense. Now the offense, though, it's kind of the same situation. Try to get your receivers involved, but yeah, so that's going to not a good start by the Bengals, though. Turn it over after driving up the field, though. But we'll see though. You still got to get Kareem Hunt going on. You also got Nick Chubb back there, so you got a really good running back duo in those guys. But knowing that Kareem Hunt might be on the trade, is going to definitely be on the trade block with the trade deadline coming tomorrow at 4:00, which I'll be live covering the NFL trade deadline. For those who are in the spotlight, the Hardcore Sports Network, want to come pop in with me? You're all more than welcome. So I'm going to have Randy on, and kind of be very interesting to kind of go and take a look at it and see where these teams, who's going to make a move during the trade deadline at 4:00. So it's going to be very interesting. But like I said, but what up, Ron? Shout out to everybody that's coming in, though. Absolutely, though. But like I said, for those who are just coming in, I did have keys to the game for both teams. I have written down right here on my notepad next to me. So I had the score prediction as well, 35-17 in favor of the Bengals, who I think has a bit of a better team than the Browns. But a lot of NFL fans would agree that the only thing that's concerning is the O-line. But the O-line so far has been solid, I would say, for the first, let's see, really almost more towards like, 6 or 7 minutes into this game at this point. But I feel like now where the Browns have to do, like I said, they're coming off a loss against the Ravens, because knowing that the Browns, you obviously have Jacoby Brissett behind under center while Deshaun Watson's out till week 11. The NFL trade deadline is tomorrow at 4 o'clock. For those who just coming in, like I said, I'll be live for that as well with some of my colleagues here at the Hardcore Sports Network as well. So we can actually cover that, see which team will make the first move at the trade deadline, because we've seen pre-trade deadline acquisitions. We saw Roquan Smith going to the Baltimore Ravens for a second and fifth round pick. Obviously, Robert Quinn goes to the Philadelphia Eagles on a fourth round pick, but it's going to be interesting. So we got 10:47 here, and the Browns are in the red zone with an opportunity to strike first at the 16. So we got Brissett. Looks like we got Nick Chubb in the backfield. And Brissett will hand it off to Chubb. Chubb will get at the 21 or the 22. So he'll get a 6. So it'd be a 6-yard gain for Nick Chubb. Well, that depends. Well, we'll see what like I said, we'll see what every 32 NFL teams will do at the trade deadline. But for Jacoby Brissett as career as a start, a 16-28 record, 42 passing touchdowns to 21 interceptions. So not a terrible record, but Brissett is just known as a career backup at this point of his career. So we got a 2nd and 4. It looks like at the 21. And Brissett will take the snap, draws back to pass. Pressure coming. Rolls out to the outside. And completes it to Amari Cooper. Michael Woods the second with the first down catch by Jacoby Brissett. All right.
Does an outstanding job. He picks it up late, and he's able to make a key block, which then allows Brissett to get outside the pocket. So good job up front on a 5-man rush and giving Brissett some time.
So we had a 1st and 10. Looks like at the 27. Or 28. Play action pass from Brissett. Time in the pocket. He throws and completes it to number 11 past the 50-45. And that's going to be a first down and more yardage by the Cleveland Browns.
37 yards to number 11.
Wow, nice 37-yard pass. So Peoples-Jones with a nice 37 hurdles over Jesse Bates to stay inbound. So that's not easy to do at that.
And then they get reinforcement to keep him from scoring a
Okay.
touchdown, but just a perfectly thrown pass.
So Donovan Peoples-Jones on a 37-yard reception with a handoff to Chubb, and we'll get not even close to the 46. So that's a 1-yard gain for Nick Chubb. So for the notable injuries for the Browns, you got David Njoku, Jesse James, Chris Hubbard, Joe Haig, Nick Harris, Wyatt Teller, Chase Winovich, Stephen Weatherly, Jacob Phillips, Anthony Walker Jr., J.O.K., and Denzel Ward. Wow, Denzel Ward, that's going to be interesting to see how the secondary will go with the Browns. So we got a 2nd and 9. And Brissett hands it off to, and then we get a flag on the play, even though Chubb gets swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So we'll see where the flag is going. So it looks like it's going to go against Cleveland. Yep. I'm doing great. I'm doing great though. Appreciate you for asking. And I had a feeling. And Dante always said it best. Whenever there's a running play, there's always going to be a hold. So that's good. That's going to cost them some yardage.
That's going to be a matchup over there. Hendrickson, one of the best rush ends in all of football, but Wills, he has struggled.
So we got a 2nd and 19.
Across the line has done a pretty good job, but he's going to have his hands full tonight. Brings up 2nd down and 19.
So it looks like we got a 5 wideout set here. And Brissett will take the snap. Will draw back to pass. As time in the pocket. Down goes Brissett past the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be still a third and long by the Cincinnati defense. Like Hubbard will get the tackle on Jacoby Brissett. So that's what happens when where that pocket collapses. So
middle of the field, because you see how wide those two safeties are, but Logan Wilson, he takes it away. And so he's not able
it looks like we got Hubbard and looks like number 91 kind of chasing him down in the pocket. So Trey Hendrickson since 2021 pressures quarterback 14% of the time, which is that's a pretty surprisingly low number. So I mean, we got Kareem Hunt in the backfield, and Brissett will take the snap, will drop back to pass, pressure coming, he throws and gets it to Kareem Hunt, and we'll get about 2 or 3 yards on the play. So Von Bell with the tackle, that's going to be a 3 and out for this Cleveland offense. So, however, even though with the interception by the Cleveland defense, all just cannot get nothing going. So it looks like they're going to go for a long field goal on 4th and 11. So it's from 53 yards out. Yo, what up, man? Happy Halloween, everybody. Shout out to everybody coming through the chat. And the kick. That is blocked. So that was looking number 92 gets his hand on the football. And the Bengals block the field goal. And it still is scores going into still here in the first quarter. So far, though, let's just get some comments here. I mean, look, the Browns offense, though, despite their defense picking off Joe Burrow, comes up empty. So I mean, the Bengals defense has done their job. But for those who are just coming in, though, like I said, I have my keys to the game for both teams, though. Oh, my apologies. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like I said, kind of figure out, because some of the cases I would think, especially for the Bengals, I feel like one is most obvious is protect Joe Burrow. For what we saw the last couple of years, rookie year tore his ACL because of a bad O-line. 2021 led them to the Super Bowl still with the O-line as bad as it was. Led up so many sacks, but for some reason they still won games though. I mean, it's very interesting to really look at that. Like I said, I mean, the Bengals are also coming off an ass beaten by the Falcons, or just whooping the crap out of the Falcons last week. But for the Browns coming off a loss against the Ravens, like I said, the keys I had for that, get Nick Chubb more involved, let Myles Garrett eat. But what up, Greg and John? Appreciate everybody coming through in some Halloween football action. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to the 5 people that's coming in as well. Because you guys don't want to miss out on all the upcoming content. Make sure you have that notification bell turned on so you will not miss out the upcoming content. Originally, I wanted to, for those who are coming in, me and Philly halftime were supposed to do the Phillies game earlier this evening, but unfortunately with the inclement weather, had to change my streaming plans otherwise. So I'm giving you guys Halloween football tonight between the Browns and the Bengals for the Battle of Cincinnati Battle of Ohio, and which team will reign supreme in the state of Ohio. But yeah, like I said, shout out to everybody that's coming through into the chat, though. It's just like I said. I mean, celebrate Halloween for football. Hey, I mean, you can't really ask much better than that, I would say. But other than that, though, like I said, I mean, it's been, I don't know.
Miles. Costumes are everywhere. Not only in the seats, but we've got David Bolton here in the booth dressed.
So we got a 1st and 10.
Every time I look at you, I have to look at him. Yeah, I feel for you. I've got my back to him.
So, and Burrow will take the snap, throws, and completes it to. Yeah. That's caught by Joe Mixon to be short of the first down.
There he is. Said he was going to dress as Sully. I thought he was going to show up as a pilot. Yeah, when he told me Sully, I thought, that'll be interesting. This is much better. This is much better. Yeah. My, what pride you have.
So we got a second 8 on a 2-yard gain by Joe Mixon. So we got one running back tight end, 3 wide receivers set. And Burrow will take the snap. Will drop back to pass. So dumps it off to Mixon. Yeah, nothing going anywhere. Yeah, that's going to be about a third and long.
Yeah, that's a nice job. Now they get Cincinnati into third and long. But Taki, he's there just reading it out. And Burrow, he comes out just trying to get the ball down, check it down, see if they can't get some positive yardage. Good coverage there in the secondary. That's the way to rally to the ball carrier. Brings up third down and 10.
So we got a 3rd and 10. We got Joe Mixon in the backfield. Burrow will take the snap. Pressure coming, throws, and completes it to Tyler Boyd for a Cincinnati first down. That's a good catch by Tyler Boyd to get the first down. Man, number 20 got burnt. He didn't even know. Newsom the second did not see where Tyler Boyd was going. And like I said, that's my biggest. That was key number 2 for the Bengals. Get Tyler Boyd more involved since you don't have your number 1 guy in Jamar Chase with hip injury. So we got a 1st and 10. Let's see at the 40. Let's see at the 46. And Burrow will take the snap. We'll say hands off to Mixon. It was like Mixon. Yeah, looks like no gain on the play.
Yeah, so A.J. Green, we've called his name now a couple of times. Second-year player out of Oklahoma State. And,
shout out to everybody though.
Is getting some of this work
we got under 4 minutes to play here in the first. Still scoreless at 0. With the Bengals coming at 4-3, and the 2-5 Browns, who are battle of the AFC North rivalry, and who's the one team that runs the state of Ohio, which is definitely for me is Cincinnati. So we got 2nd and 10. We got Perrine in the backfield. And Burrow throws it. It completes it to Perrine. And he's not going to get no gain on the play. That is a tough one. So that's 2 plays that have been no for no gain. So now 3rd and 10 coming up for the Cincinnati offense.
On Jamar Chase, and he wouldn't catch a ball. I think the Browns would take that. So a huge advantage.
So on 3rd down, Joe Burrow is 3 for 3 for 51 yards with 3 first downs on 3rd down in this situation. So we got a 3rd and 10, under 3 minutes to play at the 46. Burrow will take the snap. He'll drop back to pass. Pressure coming. Down goes Joe Burrow. Myles Garrett sacks Joe Burrow. And I said this before my pregame. Let Myles Garrett eat. Let him get pressure on Joe Burrow. Exactly what they did. And the O-line, like I said, they failed to realize they failed to protect Joe Burrow. So right now, despite on all that, it's not that to put the football away. And I got Kevin Huber to get the punt off. And Huber will get the punt off easy. And a good punt. And that's going to roll out of bounds past close to the 30-yard line with the Cleveland Browns with 2:08 remaining here in the first quarter. So on Halloween football, still scoreless after almost 10 minutes or 13, or basically almost 13 minutes of pretty much just nothing at that point for the Bengals. The Bengals offense, like I said, has not really. Look, it's still early, but like I said, the Browns are really kind of showing keys 1 through 3 pretty much for me for the Browns defense, anyways, because the defensive line or the defense really showed to attack that O line from the Bengals. But yeah, god damn, what is with the fucking StreamYard today? Good lord. But other than that, though, man, it's been tough, I would say. Especially for the offense of the Bengals. Alrighty. Yeah. All right. So right now we're at a commercial break here. Like I said, just not great. So Garrett sacked Joe Burrow 5.5 times in his career. That's one tonight for Myles Garrett. So we got our 1st and 10 with 2 while you're here to go. And Brissett, play action pass, pressure coming, and he gets it to Nick Shelby and goes to the outside for a Cleveland first down. And I'm sorry, that's David Bell gets the reception. Damn. So that's a first down Cleveland.
Coming after Jacoby Brissett a little bit here in the early going. This is a 5-man rush here. You got Bell who's coming off the slot and shallow crossing, and Brissett's able to find him.
And the play quick. And that's picked off by the Cincinnati Bengals past the 50. And that's going to be out of bounds. And Von Bell with the interception from Jacoby Brissett. So that's going to be another turnover by the Browns.
And now each side has a takeaway, and this one about as easy a pick.
So under a minute and a half to go. So that's the 4th interception for Von Bell. It just shows that the trick play was not working, I would say.
And then under pressure from Logan.
All right, so we're going to commercial break. Hey, I gotta fix something real quick. Absolutely. Shout out to you, Gina. Appreciate everybody coming through. Let me be right back because I gotta fix a few things here because apparently StreamYard's kind of acting a little bit funky. There we go. Yeah, because forget the internet or the Wi-Fi wasn't the issue. It's the internet connection with StreamYard, though. But like I said, man, I mean, Bengals now have an opportunity to lead. Both offenses right now cannot get anything going. With how these teams are kind of constructively or they're built, the defense with for the Cleveland's defense are really just kind of eat. Just like I said, it plays to my third key for the Browns. Their defense is just attacking the Bengals O-line because we know the Bengals O-line a lot of times, myself included, and many other NFL fans, we're very skeptical of that because the O-line for Cincinnati has not been the best in quite some time. But GG to your Saints though for kicking the crap out of the Raiders though. But I do feel like like I said, like with the NFL trade deadline right around basically it's right around the corner, about 24 hours from now. Like I said, I'll be live for that, kind of covering, potential moves, like what teams are going to make some moves, either from wherever Ian Rappaport or Adam Schefter could, make sure we can break that down. It's going to be very interesting to really see where these teams are at in terms of where they want to be and try to make a push for the playoffs, or in some cases for teams to make a push to the Super Bowl. But yeah, like I said, I mean, right now, so far it's been a slow start for both teams, I would say. Just because, I just feel like, but we'll talk more about that during the halftime and kind of give my thoughts. But never, I have not, but I heard that movie is absolute hot garbage. But that's from what I've heard. So now I got a 1st and 10 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Almost at the 48. And Burrow hands off to Mixon. Mixon goes to the outside. We'll at least get to midfield. So Mixon will get stopped at midfield for about 2 or 3 yard gain. About minute 17 to go here in the first quarter. So 2nd and 7 on the 3 yard carry by Joe Mixon. So 2nd and 7, under a minute to play. Now at the 50 at midfield, Burrow will take the snap, the play action pass. Will throw and complete, and that's going to be incomplete off the hands by Mike Thomas on a bullet. Damn. Well, that's gonna hurt them. 3rd and 7 now coming up. Still at the 50 at midfield. Well, that's not what you want to see though. So 3rd and 7. So 3rd and 7. So the Bengals are 3 for 4 on 3rd down. And Burrow will take the snap. Gives it to Perrine. He's going to get short of the 1st down. That's good. A good stop by the Cleveland defense.
And the offense stays out there for Cincinnati. Yeah, that's just
so Cincinnati might go for it here on 4th and 4. Oh, this connection is fucking garbage. So 4th and 4. Let's just let the clock run because we're getting 10 seconds here. And I'm just going to let the clock run out, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books. Bengals and Browns are held scoreless. End of the first quarter, we go at your commercial break. Now we're going into, before we get into that, so end of the first quarter we go. So far, very slow start for both offenses. Defenses are they're doing their job. Myles Garrett, he's kind of hard to beat from the edge. I would say, just because he's really too quick for a guy he's really quick for a defensive end. Knowing that the outside for the Bengals O-line has not been the best. We've seen Lyle Collins got freaking beat by Myles Garrett. So like I said, that's one of my keys to the game was to eat this O-line, to beat this O-line, basically. And that's kind of what the Browns defense is pretty much doing. But other than that, though, let me fix myself. Let me kind of readjust my chair a little bit. I have to feel like a troll. But like I said, and other things too. Burrow, it's just like these quarterbacks. Look, Burrow's have made some good throws, but like guys like Mike Thomas or Thomas just really needs to start making some catches because that had 1st down written all over it and you dropped it. That's kind of unacceptable. Not to mention too, you had like I said, both offenses are slow to get out of the gate. Not looking good so far, I would say, because knowing that just Cleveland's defense at times has a tendency to be hard to beat. I mean, especially when Denzel Ward stays healthy. I guess got Myles Garrett on the outside. Yeah, I mean, a lot of good defense too, just because of that. But other than that, though, obviously, Bengals at times showing that key number one, like I said, protect Joe Burrow. A lot of times, maybe despite the sack and kind of getting some pressures, it's really kind of hurting them a little bit. But yeah, man, it's been not a good looking start for both offenses, but defenses, though, they're, like I said, doing their job. It's all the way that it is. But so now we're going to the second quarter. Now with the Bengals going to punt it away here. Let me just fix that. And so Donovan Peoples-Jones to return the punt. And Gilbert will get the punt off and looks like they're just going to let it bounce. A fair catch. And now here comes the Browns offense. So Nick Chubb through 7 weeks.
A scary sight for defenses carving up opposing teams through 7 weeks.
So 740 rushing yards, 8 touchdowns, both in the NFL since 2018. 166 rushes of 10-plus yards was also his most in the NFL since 2018. It's so we got 1st and 10. We got Kareem Hunt in the backfield. And Brissett will take the snap, hands off to Hunt, who goes to the outside, past the 25, past the 20, looks like close to the 20. Looks like,
a lot of conversation with regard to
I'm sorry, that's at the 23 or the 24. That's about the 23-yard line. Goes Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, Joel Bitonio, the left guard, all-pro left guard, really does a good job of moving people out and getting up to the second level. And Kareem Hunt, you're right. I mean, there's trade talks, and we'll find out tomorrow. The deadline being 4 p.m. Eastern time.
So second and
has
one.
not gotten a lot of work. Just 9 carries total over the last 2 games.
And QB sneak on a 2nd and 1. That's very interesting. That's going to be a first down, Cleveland.
Just plows ahead for 3 yards and a first down. But we have seen tonight, like I mentioned, with David Njoku out with an ankle injury, we have seen Kareem Hunt in the game along with Nick Chubb. And they also, as an offense, like to use a 6th offensive lineman. And a lot of times they use that guy. When they go with their 2 tight end packages as another blocking lineman.
And it looks like Chubb will get swallowed up behind the line. We can lose 2 on the play. And Trey Hendrickson, that's Hubbard with the tackle on.
Their best run stopper.
Yep, unfortunately there, Steve. I was originally supposed to do the game with my buddy Philly halftime. Unfortunately, that had changed otherwise. But other than that, Brissett, time in the pocket, will throw to Hunt, and he's going to get about 4 or 5 yards on the carry, from the pass. So 3rd down coming up for the Browns.
One thing that we've seen from Cam Taylor-Britt is he does not shy away from contact. And, if you've got a corner who's out there and you're playing that rolled coverage the way that Cincinnati was, if he's not willing to come in and make tackles,
oh, boy. So we got a 3rd and 7. And so we got Hunt in the backfield. And we got Brown on the outside along with Cooper and Brissett will throw and it's be complete by Amari Cooper. So Amari Cooper with a nice 17-yard reception for a Cleveland first down. But let's see. Looks like that's a clean catch to me.
Yeah, it sure looks like that's incomplete. You see the nose of the ball. Looks like initially he had it.
So let's see.
The question is, will this be an expedited review, or will they force Zach Taylor to throw the challenge flag?
So let's see what they're going to do here.
It's coming out. It looks like this is coming back.
So let's see here. The nose of the football. Yeah, that touched the ground. That's an incomplete pass.
We'll get the call when we come back.
And now we're at the commercial break. It shouldn't be that hard. But so far, though, like I said, I appreciate that. I mean, like I said, man, I mean, then again, damn, you know what? I should have done the Sixers anyways, but yeah, it's what it is. But I mean, it's Halloween. Can't miss on Halloween Monday Night Football. So, I mean, yeah. But yeah, other than that, though, like I said, man, it's been interesting. You know, with week 8, so obviously tonight, this is the last game to close out week 8. But shit. Or how about this? And, other NBA scoring updates. How about the freaking goddamn Sacramento up 4 over the Charlotte Hornets? Not surprised because, good lord. But it's just, good lord. I don't even know what to think anymore at this point. But also Friday night, you'll see me in Tyler again for another episode of Between the Lines. For those who kind of remember, yeah, then again, I'm not surprised. I mean, you got a really good head coach. I mean, you got just really I don't know what is working over there in Oklahoma City, but it's whatever is working. It's really showing it. Now, my thing is too. And, I will say, well, during a commercial break, that Friday night, 6 o'clock, you'll see me again with me, Tyler, probably some other, our couple guys from the Hardcore Sports Network for another episode of Between the Lines, or because we have a lot of things to talk about, in regards to the postseason and, what teams are going to do in the all season, which I will have a live stream for that as well. So now we got a 4th and 7. So Trent Taylor to return it for Cincinnati with Corey Bort. Oh, God, Lord.
Best punt returner average-wise in the NFL through 7 games.
Yeah, I'm not going to pronounce this man's name.
Borquez, who has bounced around a bit.
Borquez, or whatever his name is. And Cleveland will get the punt off. Under 12 and a half to play. Pass at the 15 to the 20, 20 to 25, 30. About the 31 is where Trent Taylor is going to get stopped.
Joe, well, just a few minutes ago, Bengals defensive end Trey Hendrickson came off the field walking very gingerly. He was getting looked at over here on the sideline.
Oh, God damn. Number 75 right in the back.
Some kind of issue with his back, but something to keep an eye on moving forward.
That's not going to be good. You can't lose a guy like Henderson. Has been done. He's one of our better defensive linemen, so you really can't lose him as well. So we've got our 1st and 10 at the 30. The Burrow's 9 for 13 for 63 yards and a pick. And Burrow will take snap, will throw, and completes it by T. Higgins, and that's going to be short of the first down.
But a gain of just 3 as Taki made the stop.
So Taki, well, that's a weird last name, I would say.
And you're right. As far as
yeah, I'm shockingly, but I mean.
They knew that they had an advantage in the passing
game. Well, what up, Salvador? Happy Halloween to you, my dude. Clippers are overrated. I would say that much, but. Well, the Clippers have to play the Rockets later tonight at 10:30. So I mean. So we got 2nd and 7 with Kareem, Wilcox, Higgins, And it looks like it hands up to. And Trent Taylor with a nice run. Be short of the first down. So 3rd down and short coming up for the Bengals. And the clip. Yeah, the clip. Wow, yeah, that's great. Clip is 2 and 4. And of course, it's still a 2-point game in Charlotte. Honestly, like I said, I'm considering dropping LaMelo Ball if he does not come back, because the fact that he's so silent with a damn ankle injury is fucking bullshit. So now I got a 3rd and 2 with 11:08 to go. Looks like at the 38. And Burrow will take the snap. Will drop back to pass. Throw is incomplete to T. Higgins. So Emerson with a nice defensive coverage on T. Higgins. So that's going to force a 3 and out for the Bengals offense. But yeah, man, it's been so far not a good looking start by the Bengals offense, though. So Kevin Hubert to get the punt, and Hubert will get the punt off to Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's going to call a fair catch past the 20. It looks like at the 21 or the 22. And that's going to take us to a commercial break here on this. I guess you could say a rainy Halloween night, I would say. But looking at everything as a whole, it's just been very tough to really say. Especially the offense, though. I mean, like I said, there's going to be a lot of things to talk about in the first, especially at half, because it's just, I would say it's really. But, it's crazy that the Bengals offense cannot get anything going. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't want to say, it's like I said, it's not crazy, but I won't say it's not a rush for concern, but just, it's not looking great, I would say. All right. Oh, boy. All right. Shout out to the 5 that's in the building. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, guys. You're new. Yeah, this is ridiculous for a team as good as the Bengals are. All right. Yeah, weird. I'm ready. Yeah, true. But looking at it's just good lord. It's not looking good for Charlotte, I would say. So we got Brissett and the offense at the 20 or the 18. And hands it off to Chubb, who goes to the outside, about 2 yards on the carry. So 2nd down coming up for the Cleveland Browns.
10 years ago started that whole Halloween cemetery we showed earlier with all
the Cleveland Browns.
Since the Browns came back in
now with a 2nd and 8, with under 10 and a half to go here in the first half. It's just not looking good for the not for the Browns. So we got a 2nd and 8. Looks like at the 26. And they're outside to Chubb or so Kareem Hunt will get past the 25. Looks like after the 24 or the 23-yard line goes Kareem Hunt. Exactly, and that's one of my biggest keys for the Browns. Get the running game going. Not just for Nick Chubb, but also get Kareem Hunt as well as there. Because you got 2 good running backs. If you can't get those guys going, most of the time you're not going to set up a good passing game. So now we got a 3rd and 5 with 9:40 to go here in the 2nd quarter, I would say. Yeah, it's just.
And this is another good test for them, and the Browns haven't been able to get anything going yet either.
So 3rd and 5. He doesn't get a hard count to the outside. And Brissett will take the snap. Time in the pocket, throws, and completes it to Amari Cooper. And goes outside into Cincinnati territory. So that's an easy first down by the Cleveland Browns. So 29 yards to Amari Cooper. Now, I bet your the Cowboys are kind of punching the air for trading away Amari Cooper for a 5th and a 6th round pick, which is kind of ridiculous. So it looks like we got Chubb in the backfield. And Brissett hands up to Chubb. Chubb will find an opening. Makes 1 tackle miss and we'll get close past the 30. At the pass, looks like I don't know exactly where they're spotting it because everybody's standing on the damn line. So I can't see it. But I mean, so we got a 2nd and short coming up for the Browns.
The respect that they have for Nick Chubb. And each one of them said that they feel he's the best in football.
So 2nd and 3.
You know, that's a debatable question, but there's no one better.
Goes to the 35, hands off to Chubb, and goes to the outside, gets the first down and more. That's going to be a first down by the Cleveland Browns. Almost, a nice tackle by Awuzie. With 8 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. And just to bounce outside, get the first down, so try not to do too much.
He's got it all. He's the total package.
So you got a 1st and 10. So Nick Chubb, 5,577 career rushing yards and 44 rush touchdowns, which is both career highs for him. And Brissett hands off to Chubb. Chubb's going to get swallowed by behind the line of scrimmage for the loss of a yard. So 8 plus rushing touchdowns in each first 5 seasons. Nick Chubb. So the other running backs that he's on the list with is Nick Chubb, Adrian Peterson, LaDainian Tomlinson, Emmitt Smith, and Jim Brown. So those are the running back lists that he's been on as well. So about 7 minutes to play here. And Brissett will take the snap and throws and completes it to Peoples-Jones, be short of the first down. Another 7 minutes to play.
Offensive line for Cleveland, they haven't for the most part gotten a
That's nuts. That's really fucking stupid by the what do you call it, the Clippers.
Pass protection as well. It's one of the better offensive lines that you'll see when you start covering all these teams across.
So under 6.5 to play. So we got an empty backfield. And Brissett throws, and that's going to be complete by Amari Cooper past the 10-yard line. Goes Amari Cooper in the Cleveland offense. And we get a bunch of cool chants going on for Amari Cooper. Dallas fans, if you're watching out there, I'm pretty sure y'all are punching the air right now. That's ridiculous. Like I said, the dude's injury prone. Kawhi's injury prone at this point, man. So number 21 on Cincinnati's secondary just got burnt by Cooper. So it's an 8-play drive for 70 yards with over 5 minutes of time of possession for the Cleveland Browns. We got our 1st and goal. And Brissett Time in the pocket, throws and completes it to Kareem Hunt past at the 4-yard line. Goes. So that's going to be a second and goal at the 4. Goes the Cleveland offense. So we got 2 running back, 1 tight end, and 2 wide receivers for part of the offense for the Cleveland Browns.
Second down and goal, and a timeout is taken by Cleveland.
So Cleveland will take a timeout here with under 5 to play, with second and goal at the 4-yard line. So next primetime college football game, you got the number 6 ranked Alabama taking on the 15 ranked LSU Tigers at Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 o'clock Central Time. So you guys don't want to miss that as well. So second and goal with 5:07 to play. Now, well, the Browns are now kind of now they have an opportunity to finally break the scoring tie after almost two quarters of play. Because both offenses cannot get anything going, but now with the with the tempo that Cleveland is having, so second and goal looks like at the 4-yard line. We got Nick Chubb in the backfield. We got a wildcat formation. Chubb takes it, goes inside, touchdown, Cleveland Browns. So Cleveland gets the touchdown here. Finally, Cleveland gets on the board. So 6 right now. It's 6. The Little League with a nice wildcat formation. So right now, 7-0 Browns. I would say, at this point, because right now we know the extra point is going to be good. So right now it's 7-0. So it's a 10-play drive for 78 yards, almost 6 minutes of time of possession for the Cleveland Browns. And we get a flag on the play. Look at I'm guessing a false start by the looks of it. Well, 12 men on defense by the Bengals. Okay, so it looks like Cleveland's going for 2 by the looks. Okay.
Changeover as the Browns will go for 2. Yeah, how about that? I like the decision to go for 2. Now moving it closer to the 1. And it'll be interesting to see what happens here, regardless of whether they make it or not, as far as the impact that might have when this is all said and done. They bring in those 2 extra offensive linemen again with 68 John and 66 Hudson.
So we got a 2-point attempt by the Browns.
A minute ago, in order to score that touchdown.
Okay. So I got Bryant and Chubb now out on the field with 8 offensive linemen. So it looks like kind of like a jumbo package here. And to Nick Chubb, he goes. Gets in there for a 2-point conversion. 8-0 Browns. And Nick Chubb has done it all so far for the Cleveland offense. With 5:04 here to go in the second quarter. Like I say, get Nick Chubb involved. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to keep using that because Nick Chubb at this point is very hard to stop. Now it's 8-0 here in the first half. So wow. Okay. Kind of get my thoughts here was that yes, and then the 12 men on the defense is kind of a bit costly, which allowed them to get the 2-point conversion with no problems, especially with Nick Chubb, who's been running like it's nothing at this point. Pretty much running him and Kareem Hunt are pretty much running over the Bengals defense. Amari Cooper has really actually shown up to really play. Yep, pretty much. Chubb has pretty much gave them the 8 points. That's one of my biggest keys for the Bengals, or not the Bengals, but the Browns. Is try to get Nick Chubb more involved in a lot of stuff, just because I feel like, it's just so far though. Like I said, not one of the best scoring games I've. Well, I mean, not one of the best games I've done. By the way, the worst game I've ever done was the Thursday night game between the Buccaneers and the Ravens, and that was kind of boring as hell. And I still got at times I still feel like I regret doing that game as well. But like I said, my other keys, like I said, I had this team, but my score prediction might change other ways. So right now, I might get close to getting 17, but I think Cleveland can put up more. But the way that how everything is going with the Browns, yeah, not too bad, not too shabby, not too shabby at all, not too shabby, Jeff. So right now, appreciate everybody that's coming in though. And it's an 8-0 ball game as well. But other than that, though, I mean, not too shabby just to start out. You sure about that, Daniel? I mean, I can't say how your Lakers have been playing. I mean, at that point, I mean, Lakers are probably one of the worst teams in the NBA.
I mean, big time. Now you got Drew Forbes, number 70 at fullback, and even with
and just
all
good blocking by the front.
and
Having 8 offensive linemen. I mean, sometimes the jumbo package never seems to fail.
The goal line, but just good, tough running. And we'll see when this all shakes out exactly 12 men.
But then again, I disagree. I think Charlotte's probably is one of the worst teams in the NBA. And 8-0 Cleveland, and we're gonna get past towards the 30. Yeah, we split with your Raptors. So yes, now we got 5 minutes even to play. The Browns 8 O-line on 2-point conversion, 0 plays in the NFL with 8+ O-line since 2021.
And did some decent things. In fact, there's been rumors that Jack Conklin.
So we got a 1st and 10. Burrow will take the snaps. Pressure coming. Throws for the deep ball. And that's going to be overthrown to T. Higgins. And there's going to be a flag on the play. So Emerson might get flagged. Is going to get flagged for pass interference. Yeah. Like I said, I'd rather have this kind of game than the Ravens and the Buccaneers, who both. I want to have some. I want to have a few people from the Hardcore Sports Network come join along with me at the same time, because trade deadline is going to be very interesting. Oh yeah, he clearly can't grab the back of the jersey though. Absolutely. So we got a 1st and 10. Under 5 to play. Burrow kind of takes it and hands up to Mixon. We'll get close to the 50-yard line. So a decent gain of about 4 yards on the carry. So 2nd and 6 now coming up for the Cleveland the Cincinnati offense. So Bengals the play selection has been 17. They've been very pass heavy. For 17 pass plays to 5 rushing plays. And that's right. And I had the third key was attack with the running game. And the Bengals are not doing that. We got Perrine in the backfield. Here comes Burrow, who hands up to Perrine. Goes right up the middle for Bengals first stand cross midfield towards the 45. It goes Perrine.
Cincinnati as well after going down 8 points on this drive.
But I mean, what up, Flame? What up? What up? Shout out to everybody coming through. Appreciate you getting some people in here. Like I said, not one of the best games, but yeah, it's just been Bengals. Like I said, the morning Nick pick, which I will talk about during my halftime show, and Burrow. And that's going to be a fumble, but still recovered by the Bengals, and that's going to be losing some yardage. And never mind, Cleveland takes over with under 3.5 to play. So another second Bengals turnover by the Cleveland Browns. Yikes. And that was on Myles Garrett with the strip sack.
Like the last play with the penalty, he knew he had one-on-one on the outside with the rookie Emerson and Higgins. And it looked like it was Taki who, as he's going by, just gets his left hand on the
so Taki, which is one of the weirdest last names, and knocks the ball out of Burrow's hand. So that's a turnover. I think what, the third turnover by the Bengals today, this evening. So we have 1st and 10 for the Browns. And hands off to Chubb, who goes to the outside. Past the 40, hurls the man. Past the 30, almost close to the 30-yard line goes Nick Chubb. So, hey, that's one of my biggest keys for the Browns was to get Nick Chubb his touches. So look at David Bell with a good blocking on the outside. And even Conklin with some good blocking, too. So, I mean, so right now, Chubb's got 8 rushes for 37 yards, averaging 4.6 carry. Chubb will get close to the, looks like the 29, about the 30-yard line goes Nick Chubb.
Yeah, well, you gotta be confident. You know, these guys.
And hurls over at Hilton. Good Lord.
These guys go low. They don't want to take Chubb up around the chest. And he knew it. He's able to hurdle him and pick up
so under 2.5 to play with a 2nd and 6 on the 4-yard carry.
Chubb 9 carries, 40 yards, a touchdown.
And we get a flag on the play. And we get a false start on Cleveland.
And I don't know what the call
So Farrell Brown gets called for the false start.
Defense that's reeling. That's on the outside. Mitchell Wilcox, the tight end who they call. But when you got a defense reeling and you've got the running game going and you've got a back like Nick Chubb who's starting to get hot and this offensive line's coming off the ball, get up and snap it and get those guys. Let them keep going. And I didn't like before even Wilcox jumped that they checked it out and slowed down the pace. Second down.
So that's the 4th penalty against Cleveland, but 0 against the Bengals.
Hit the 2-minute warning.
And we're at the 2-minute warning. It's an 8-0 game. Bengals, good Lord, I got a lot to talk about the Bengals because I'm going to put them on the grill on the halftime show before I take my halftime break. Is the fact that, you know what? Since we're in the commercial break, let's kind of talk about it. The fact that Burrow's got to be quicker with the ball out of his hands because we knew and I even put down the key for the defense for the Browns. Attack the O-line, and that's what they're doing. They're getting a lot of pressures toward Joe Burrow, and obviously, man, it's going to be good Lord. But knowing that, I mean, Chubb's pretty much. I'm going to say next year I'm going to definitely have to get Chubb in the draft anyways because I think he should be a good running back for me. Because right now, it's been interesting right now, but it's been, I wouldn't say, but man, Cincinnati, what the fuck, man? Like, it's been one of those nights. It's like you're not protecting Joe Burrow. I mean, Tyler Boyd's starting to get a lot involved, but not to the extent to where you would hope for a guy to step up, in the place of Jamar Chase out with the 4 to 6 weeks with the hip injury. But the running game, Zach Taylor, what are you doing? Like, you got to start using the running game a lot more to open up the passing game. But the fact you're more pass heavy is really what's biting you in the ass, I would say, but just the way that I see it. But for Browns fans, I think y'all should be happy because your defense is kind of just eating living crap out of the O-line, out of the Bengals O-line. And knowing that it's just, I mean, Myles Garrett, like I said, I mean, there's really nothing negative to say about Myles Garrett, who's been really kind of been one of the workhorses for this defense. Not having Denzel Ward and, and even some of their key offensive pieces, David Njoku, one of their, I think the number 1 tight end. I mean, they're back at their 2nd and 3rd string tight ends. It is, but this year though, the division is not that great. None of these divisions of football are great, other than the NFC East. Which is funny because we know that the NFC South and the AFC South are probably one of the worst divisions of football you could ever see.
The NFL's trade deadline tomorrow.
So yeah, so we're gonna. So yeah. But I did talk about some pre-trade deadline acquisitions for some of these teams. The Eagles got Robert Quinn for a 4th-round pick, and the Ravens for a 2nd and 5th-round pick for Roquan Smith. But so now we got 2 minutes here, 2nd and 12. Looks like we got Chubb or Kareem Hunt in the backfield. So looks like we have Chubb in the backfield, and Brissett will take the snap. And throws a that's going to be incomplete to Amari Cooper, and trying to look for a flag. So Woozier, oh man, he is hurt. So we got an injury timeout here. It was 1:56 here in the 2nd quarter with an injury timeout to Woozier. That's what you hate to say. You really hate to see it. You really do. No, because it looks like I don't know, man. It looks like he's grading his. So it looks like Owuzie is kind of gripping it, kind of clutching at his knee, which is. Trust me, I picked the Bengals over the Browns, and I am looking a little, it ain't gonna be looking good, Tyler. I agree, but I'll say this too, though: the fact that you're Raven, but then again, knowing that your defensive coordinator is absolute ass, despite you got Roquan Smith, I really hope that your defensive coordinator is what the hell he's doing is going to with using Roquan Smith. But if he doesn't, we'll say. But Brissett so far tonight, 9 for 11 on 9 completions with 11 attempts, 127 passing yards. So we got Kareem Hunt now in the backfield for the Browns. And Brissett takes the snap. Pressure coming. And they get swallowed. And just picked off by Cincinnati. Ooh. Brissett got it smashed. So Von Bell. Good Lord. Yeah, so they blitzed. Okay. Like I said, should have write that down on my note. Should have wrote down notes. Is blitz more. But that's what they did.
Well, they have dialed it up. They've gotten after him. And what a play by Cincinnati's defense. That's going down as an interception. At the moment, out of the hand of Brissett.
So we got our 1st and 10. Burrow will take the snap. Will throw. He gets it to Mixon. Mixon goods. No gain on the play. With a minute 40 to go here in the 2nd quarter. And just not looking good so far. But the Browns do receive the second half kickoff. So, I mean, now we got a 2nd and 10. Burrow will take the snap. Steps up in the pocket, throws, and completes it to Hayden Hurst. That's a nice 21-yard pass from. So both teams with 2 timeouts here with a minute 4 to go. Burrow will take the snap, throws, completes it to T. Higgins. We short of a first down, but however, that stops the clock at 1 minute before we go into half. The Browns leading 8-0. So the Bengals have not been shut out in the first half of this season. That's gonna, if the Bengals don't score, that's gonna change. You know what I mean? It's the way that I see it. So we got a minute even here. 2nd and 5. Burrow, play action pass, and gets sacked by Myles Garrett. That's number 58. So that's Thomas for his first sack of the season. So that's going to be a 3rd down and long for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, it's one-on-one. Jonah Williams, the left tackle, he just basically whiffs. Isaiah Thomas, he comes around the outside. You see, he drops his head.
So number 73 gets beat by Isaiah Thomas. Really?
And Isaiah Thomas delivers.
So Isaiah Thomas, the rookie, gets his first career sack of the season. We got 53 seconds here in the second quarter. It's a 3rd and 14 here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio.
He did a nice job last week showing up. He's gotten a lot more playing time over the last 2 weeks. He keeps making plays like that. You're going to see a lot more of him.
So right now, the Bengals have started 3-3 on 3rd down, but since then it's been 0-3.
Be a 52-yard field goal try from this spot.
And Burrow will take the snap, will drop back to pass, dumps it off to Perrine, gets a block out in front, and that's going to be short of the first down, and he's going to be out with the clock still running for Zach McPherson, or Evan McPherson, to kick a field goal here.
Getting up to the line here. It's 4th down. Yeah.
And we get a timeout here by the Bengals. The Bengals take a timeout here. That's the Browns. That leaves them with 1 with 35 seconds to go here in the half.
Will be in New Orleans. The Saints, who are alive in the NFC South, hosting the Ravens, who are on top in the AFC North. At 8 Eastern on
So next Monday night, you have the Saints and the Ravens at the Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. Next Monday at 8:15 kickoff for the kickoff between the Ravens and the. So we're never going to have McPherson to come on to kick the field goal. Please get some points on the board and not come up empty-handed so far here in the first half. So Evan McPherson's 11 for 13 on field goal attempts this season. Longest is 59 yards in week 1 against the Steelers, who, for those that have seen the Eagles and the Steelers, Eagles kind of steamrolled the Steelers over the Steelers, because remember, the Steelers are just complete ass at that point so far. It's one of the horrible teams in football. So we got a field goal from 47 yards out. And the kick. Hang on. And here comes the kick by McPherson. It's going to be no good. So the Browns still hold on to an 8-0 lead with 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. So we get a blocked field goal in the first quarter, and then we get a field goal just a bit to the right. I mean, damn. That is crazy.
Did they want to leave their offense?
Oh, boy.
Before the end of the half. But regardless, now with that miss, they have really good field position in time on the
not looking good for the Bengals so far here in the first half.
Browns have 1 timeout. They give the ball to start the second half, and they lead by 8.
So 1st and 10. And Brissett will take the snap. He throws, gives it to Kareem Hunt. Gets a first down and more, close to midfield.
They need now about, we got a timeout, about 20 yards or so for a 50-yard attempt. But a good job by Kareem Hunt. And for Brissett, the way that they're playing coverage, that was where to go with the football. And you hope that you get it to a guy who will run and finish it like he did.
That's crazy. Not to mention, too, they're 2-6 in the first 8 games. So we'll see. So Cleveland takes their last timeout here with 34 seconds to go. With 34 seconds to go here.
Here in the half, they're looking at a little life in the division, trying to snap a 4-game losing streak.
So Jack Conklin, 2-time first team All-Pro, and he's limping. So that doesn't look good for the Browns. So we have 34 seconds at the 49. And Brissett will take the snap. He'll drop back to pass. Throws and completes it over the middle for a first down to David Bell. And good Lord, he has taken a shot. And just to spike it here with 16 seconds to go as well. Not looking good so far by the God damn. Just Brissett's getting taken some hard shots.
And now 16 seconds remain in the half.
So 11 for 15, 153 yards in the pick. So second and 10. We got Chubb in the backfield. And Brissett will take the snap, pressure coming. And he's going to take it himself. He's going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. And that's going to be left with 9 seconds on the clock. With Cade York just living on the way to get the field goal.
He was hoping he'd be able to escape, get out of bounds, but knowing that he couldn't, being able to get it out and stop the clock.
Oh boy! So 3rd and 10, 9 seconds to go here. At this point, I would say it's just not looking crazy though. So 3rd and 10, and that. Brissett will throw, and that's going to be incomplete. And that's going to put down the 4 seconds with the 4th and 10. And we're going to see Cade York to kick the field goal. And so we'll see what happens. But shout out to the 4 people that's in here, though. Welcome, everybody. We greatly appreciate that coming through. Cade York right now tonight 0 for 1, missed from 53 yards out. This is from 55 yards out. So let's see how. Let me just fix this. And from 55 yards out, York with the kick right through the uprights, and that is good. And that is going to take us into halftime. The Browns 11-0 lead. That's going to be the first time that the Bengals have been shut out the first half this season. So, I mean, good Lord, it's so good. I had no idea. God, there's a lot of things I have to talk about. But other than that, though, but yes, we are going into halftime. It's 11-0 Browns. But yeah, let's kind of go over a few things here. Is that the not looking good, though. Oh, boy. Not looking great, though. But overall, though, let's see, get to some comments here. Yo, what up, Jamar? What up, man? Appreciate you coming through. But it's just so far. Let's talk about a few things here. One thing that for me that stands out is the O-line for the Bengals is not doing enough to protect Joe Burrow. I mean, Joe Burrow's been taking some shots, but the running game is nowhere to be found with the Bengals. Tyler Boyd's doing his job, but for some reason, the Bengals cannot get anything going. But for the Browns, though, like I said, I mean, the Browns are pretty much doing the right things. Yes, despite that one missed field goal already in there as well. At the same time, just because you love to see it though. I mean, I would give you a lot of props. It's insane, But looking at all that, like I said, one of my biggest keys for the Browns, like I said, coming off a loss against the Ravens, but coming out very strong defensively against the Bengals. Like I said, Nick Chubb's getting a lot involved. Nick Garrett is just kind of feeding off that weak O-line by the of the and the defense, like I said, that ties to the Nick Garrett, and not just Myles Garrett, but the defense though has been very solid for the Bengals. But it's been interesting. But other than that, though, that's pretty much what I got. So I'll be back. So you don't want to. So you guys don't want to miss out. But with that being said, I'll be right back after this commercial break. But man, so far though, man, happy Halloween to everybody that's in the chat though. Shout out to Jamar Gaines for his Atlanta Falcons, surprisingly taking over the NFC South, which is shocking. But yeah, but it's been interesting. But so far though, man, it's been very not a bad game. So like I said, not a bad game so far though. I hope everyone's enjoying their good Halloween though. But like I said, I mean, it's been interesting. But yeah, man. But yeah, shout out to everybody though, man. I mean, also happy too that my Sixers win, which is great to see. Shout out to the three though, man. Like I said, I mean, I don't really do much of these, but it's just. But actually, I hope everyone's having a safe Halloween out there. Yeah, like I said, I got a lot of stuff planned going for you guys. Also, like I had the between the lines, I should say. My apologies. At 6:00, all things baseball talk, MLB related, and all that good stuff too. It's just like like I said, I got a lot of stuff planned for you guys ahead of time. But I mean, like I said, I mean, it's just been all that too. It's just like it's been very interesting because, like I said, I have a lot. Let's kind of break down what I have planned for you guys. Let me actually bring up a different StreamYard tab on my computer here. We kind of give you an idea of what you guys are going to get and but yeah. So I'll just okay. Hang on to this stream. But other than that, I got this Friday Night SmackDown watch party. Friday at 8 o'clock. You guys don't want to miss that. 6 o'clock on Friday as well. It's another episode of Between the Lines. But yeah. But yeah. It's been but like I said, man, I really enjoy doing these kind of things too. Like I mean, while I'll still try to get on the road to 1K, which I know is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass because we're sitting right now, sort of sitting at 812 subscribers. We're 188 away in total. Really kind of really understand to really where this, especially it's crazy how the channel has grown in the last soon to be 2 years at this point come January. And shout out to the Hardcore Sports Network for bringing me and Tyler along after the Spotlight Sports Network kind of collapsed and pretty much all of us went on our separate ways, which is sad to really say, but it's I'm very kind of happy kind of get because at the time it's very like I enjoyed my time at the Spotlight Sports Network, but just never really seemed to work out. But I can't complain, but yeah, so Jamar, man, I'm very shocked at how good, surprisingly, the Falcons are another team that's very surprising as well when it comes into the AFC and the NFC South, which is shocking. Now, for Ravens fans, I know you guys are happy because I know to see these two teams kind of go at it. But yeah. Yeah. But with that out of the way, I'll be right back. I got to get me a quick snack break. All right, so we're back from halftime. Now we're going to ready to start the third quarter. Let me change the background here on the screen. Let me get to, before I get to your comments, where is it? There it is. Get the fire background in there. You better hope so, because Zach Taylor, like I said, I have keys written down for the Bengals protecting Joe Burrow, which the O-line has not been doing really well for most through two quarters of play. Tyler Boyd has done pretty decently getting the football away from the. But yeah, man, it's been very interesting. And so the Bengals will kick it off for the Browns to receive the second half kickoff here.
McPherson will kick it away.
And McPherson's going to kick it away. And we're going to be underway here in the third quarter. And just Cleveland's going to let that bounce back at the end zone for a touchback. So it'll be a 1st and 10 at the 25. So Bengals defense, first team since 1934 Lions to not allow second half TDs through the first 7 games. So we'll see how the defense kind of steps up a bit. But
not only did the 1934 Lions not allow any second half touchdowns, they went 7 straight shutouts.
So you don't see that often now. But
Bengals have done. As we heard Lisa Salters and Kevin Stefanski in that interview, that this has been the formula under Kevin Stefanski, getting a lead. They've got some momentum there to end that first half.
And Brissett hands off to Chubb. Chubb to the outside. Walker's out in front. Goes around the side past the 30. And be short of the first down. Look at it. 5-yard gain by Nick Chubb.
6. Yeah, now whether or not
4 or 5-yard gain, but
to make the stops and not give up a touchdown like they have done through the first 7 weeks.
But yeah, shout out to 3 that's in the building though.
Staten Island zone. He says, well, we just have been good at settling in.
And Brissett hands off to Chubb again. He goes to the outside past the 30. Forces his way across the first down marker. You know what? We'll see what happens to come trade deadline tomorrow. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern time, 1 o'clock Pacific time. So you guys don't want to miss that, and make sure you hit that like button as well. So Nick Chubb, 11 rushes for 50 yards, 4.5 yards per carry tonight. That's what I've been hearing too, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the Cowboys. Not just the Cowboys, but all the 32 NFL teams to make trades at the trade deadline. Now we're getting a Coop chance here in Cleveland with the 3rd and 1. But shout out to everybody that's coming through. So 3rd and 1. So we got Chubb in the backfield. We got tight end Bryant on the field. To Cooper, Peoples-Jones, and Woods the second. And a QB sneak just gets blown up. All right, never mind. They actually forced it across the first down marker. That's going to be a first down. Cleveland Browns. Okay, that's an interesting.
He's going to lose yardage on this play.
But yeah, so that's a first down for Cleveland. But shout out to the 5 or 6 people that's in the building. Welcome everybody. And Brissett hands up to Chubb, who's going to get swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 2 yards on the carry.
The free agent pickup from the Cowboys prior to last season is out with a knee injury. We saw that late in the first half, so they're playing the second half. The Bengals defense with Trey Flowers out there instead of Awuzie.
So Awuzie now dealt with a knee injury. Now you got Trey Flowers out there as well. So you got Hilton, Flowers, Taylor Britt. You got 3 corners out there with the safety and 2 safeties. And Brissett will take the snap. Now gets it to Chubb, goes to the outside and gets tackled on, looks like a 5 or 6 yard carry, or sorry, a reception pass from Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett, he's been efficient here in this game, and right here now at
so we got about 12:37 to go here in the third quarter. It's an 11-0 game. Shout out to the 4 people that is in here though. And Brissett will take the snap, draws back the pass, deep ball. And Peoples Jones with a wide open catch for a Cleveland first down.
26 yards on third down. Yeah, they do a great job over here on the right side. It's just a four-man rush, and you see the amount of time then that Brissett has in the pocket. He initially looked like he was going to take a shot down the middle to Cooper. I don't know what happened there, but
so we got a first and 10. We had 3 catches for 69 yards. 23 is the average per reception. And Brissett, no hands out to Shaw or Kareem Hunt. He gets about a yard on the carry.
Big third down. Now they're, they get the field goal to end the first half. Now they're in a position to come away with points to start this second half. Good job, Kevin Stefanski, with, as we talked about, the injuries. Both teams have had these injuries coming into this game with some significant players, but not having their tight end, Joko, and what they've been able to do with their personnel and getting Chubb going on the ground.
And Brissett will hand it off to Chubb or Kareem Hunt. Kid takes a hit. And that's going to be short of the first down. So it looks like only a 3-yard carry. Hey, good shit. Good shit, though. Good shit.
Shoulder injury kept him out of the game against Atlanta. But big to have out there with this ground game of the Browns.
So 3rd and 6 on the 3-yard carry by Kareem Hunt.
This is a well-coached group up front. Bill Callahan, of course, the offensive line coach for Cleveland. He's been doing it a long time. He's put together some outstanding groups, and it's going to take long watching them, knowing what they're doing, and they're all in sync, and they're playing well again tonight.
And Brissett hands off to Chubb. Goes to the outside. Chubb to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. He's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 9 or 8 or 9 yard line. Goes Nick Chubb. So 1st and goal, Cleveland.
It's a great job on this left side. Joe Batonio, 75. He's been playing well all night. And he got help at the wide receiver position. Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that's what's required. These wide receivers, yeah, they want to catch the football, but when you play for the Browns and the rushing attack that they have, you better be willing to get out there and block. And they get on the edge and another nice pickup. Two extra offensive.
So now we still got Chubb in the backfield. And Chubb will receive the handoff to the 5, to the 4, but to the 3-yard line goes Nick Chubb. Man, I don't even know what the fuck is going on in Cincinnati at this. Their run defense.
Now Hudson comes out as Cooper comes in off the sideline on 2nd and goal as they march Chubb down back at the 3. Yeah, not a bad place to run, right in the middle. They pulled Batonio. He does a nice kick out. Got him behind Ethan Klosick, the center who they picked up this
So yeah, 2nd and goal at the 3. And Brissett with a play-action pass. Steps up in the pocket. And he's going to take it himself into the end zone. Call touchdown. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is a 17-0 lead here in the 3rd, pending the extra point.
Off this play action, Brissett almost gets a little bit too deep. You see him grip, makes it hard on his tackle, but he then gets it and goes to the pylon and picks it up. Great way to start this 3rd quarter as the Browns get the first touchdown against the Bengals defense in the second half this season.
So an 11-play drive for 75 yards, over 6 minutes of time of possession. And the extra point, right down the middle, it is 18-0 Browns. And Browns on the 4-game losing streak. Yeah, Flame. Your Bengals, man, like I said, they're really not helping their case. But it's Yeah, Tiger Raven. I know you being a Ravens fan, man. You're really like to see this at this point. All right. But damn, I don't know what to say. Boy. So 18-0. Browns leaving under 9 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And here comes the kickoff. And Cincinnati is just going to let that bounce to the end zone. It's going to start after 25. Down.
Guys, think about the year that Jacoby Brissett has had. He signs a one-year deal with the Browns a week after Deshaun Watson gets traded here. He knows he's coming to be the backup, but he also knows that he's going to get some starts because of Watson's situation. At first,
So
he thinks
Jacoby Brissett is 13 for 18, 182 yards, 3 rushes for 9 yards, and a rushing touchdown. So we got a first and 10 at the 25. Looks like we got Mixon in the backfield. And Burrow will hand off to Mixon. Mixon will try to go up the middle. It's going to get close to the 20. So let's say at the 20, at the 19, it goes Joe Mixon. And speaking of which, yo,
you were not speaking of me.
What's that? What are you talking about?
How's it going, bro?
Not too bad.
There you go. There you go.
It's kind of against the Browns.
Hey, Sixers won.
That is good enough for us.
Yeah.
But I'm doing the I might think about doing the I don't
I can't do the Knicks, so I might be away Friday night or Saturday, one of the two.
Well, actually, no. Friday night. I originally thought about it, but I'm doing the SmackDown watch party.
Right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm doing the. I think the 7th. What section? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm doing the section of the Suns.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But Ravens fan, I have Ravens fans in my chat are happy that the Bengals are in these two teams stinks. And Joe Burrow goes down with a sack again.
Oh yeah.
That. But man. But Deion Jones with the sack. I think there's 3 today on Joe Burrow, and
I keep on saying the offensive line is garbage.
That is nuts. But yeah, man,
7 subscribers away from 200. I mean 2,000. Yeah. 7 away.
I'm 180. I'm 188 in total away from 1,000.
Oh, it's your dude. We might be monetized at the exact same time. That's my goal, bro. That's my goal.
Yeah, you and me both, man. It's just been been a bit of a grind. It's kind of I'm still kind of like still stagnating somewhere right now. I'm sitting at 812 at the moment because the right watch hours. I'm still at the watch hours though. That's the thing.
The watch hours. Yeah, we're done. I got that beat.
Yeah, I got that out. I got like 4,407 watch hours.
I got 4,030 something. So, yeah, that's done.
But yeah, man, Bengals, man, ain't looking too good.
Well, the Nets won. They finally won a game.
Nice shocker.
They're 2-5.
God damn.
The Pistons are almost beating the Bucks.
That's shocking.
They beat the Warriors.
What, the Pistons?
Yeah, they did yesterday.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. So right now, the worst record belongs to the Houston Rockets and the Orlando Magic. They're both 1-6. Holy crap! The Golden State Warriors are 3-4. Holy shit!
Yeah, and the Lakers are like 1-5.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I'm really considering dropping LaMelo out of my fantasy league because dude is fucking injury prone.
Are you talking about the same one?
Yeah, on Sleeper.
Oh, you're talking about the other one.
Yeah, that me and Dante have.
Yeah.
I mean, so far, outside the bubble, get out of here. You have the Knicks at 3-3, the Washington Wizards who just lost at 3-4. The Bulls are 3-4. So are the Charlotte Hornets, but then you got the Brooklyn Nets, Pacers, Miami. Wow, Miami Heat's 2-5.
Yeah.
Good Lord. That is shocking.
Dude, this season, it's just like insane right now.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, yes, I understand that the Portland Trailblazers. I cannot see they're 5-1 in the Western Conference. That is ridiculous.
Cleveland's on a roll.
Yeah, I mean they won 5 straight. God damn. I mean, they're half game out. They're 5-1 against the conference, 1 on home against the division, 3-0 at home, 2-1 on the road. God, I mean, we're just sitting at the 6th seed at 500. I expect it to be there. And then you got the Hawks ahead of us.
Yeah.
Trying to see what's their. Good Lord, man! Atlanta got their ass beat. No, they got to play the Knicks too, which is their next game at tomorrow at 7:30.
Who?
The Hawks have to play the Knicks. Oh, good Lord! That's
God. Trae Young had a horrible game.
Yeah, and it's in New York at the Garden.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a catch by Donovan Peoples-Jones. But yeah, so like I said, I mean, I'm going to have Randy on for the NFL trade deadline. If anybody else wants to come on,
I might hop on for a bit before MK headlines.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Tiger Reeves is a Wizards fan. That's crazy.
Sorry.
Then again,
sorry about that L.
And
Devin away.
So Tre'Davious White's actually coming back from coming out off an ACL tear to the Bills.
Taking their time a little bit.
It's obviously early in the third, but then the other stretch of games for the Hawks, they got the Knicks, the Pelicans, then they got the Bucks again on the 7th. Then they got to play the Jazz. Then they got to play. We have to play them in Atlanta. Then they got to come to here in Philadelphia. They're going to play in Milwaukee.
I think Blake and I might do the Hawks game.
Man, look at Kareem Hunt with a nice run. Past the 35 for a Cleveland first down. So Hallie better be keeping his eye on the Kareem Hunt because that's a guy we kind of what we need in the backfield. So we got 1st and 10. So far, Kareem Hunt has 30 rushing yards. He has 60 total yards, 30 on the ground and 30 in the air. And Brissett will take the snap, hands off to Hunt. He gets tripped up for about a yard. Or sorry, no gain, or the way that it is. But, oh boy.
They ran right into the strength of what Cincinnati was bringing with Hilton coming off the slot. Here he comes, number 21.
And just tripped up Kareem Hunt for no gain.
Comes in and gets it done.
So under 4.5, almost going to be under 4.5 to play. 2nd and 10. You guys Hunt at the backfield.
So you doing a Phillies game tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh, Amari Cooper for the nice completion. 1st and goal at Cleveland. And Arku, who's I didn't even ask Arku, man. Like, how's he feel? And I'm surprised all Cowboys fans are so punch in the air for trading away to Amari Cooper.
Uh,
And they're already in red zone range, anyways.
Right.
So Amari Cooper's got 3 catches for 74 yards so far tonight.
Oh, by the way, can we do the Discord tomorrow, or are you working?
No, I'm off.
Oh, nice.
And
we can work on it tomorrow.
To the out. Yeah, I work. I'm going in on Wednesday.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, I don't think it should not be that hard to make a Discord.
Yeah.
So now we
I have to admit, bro, the logo looks better now. Your logo after I took away the white stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking because it looks a lot better because instead of having the goddamn screen, the background on it.
Yeah, it looks so much better.
We got a 2nd and goal at the 5. We got a Murray Cooper on the outside. Brissett to Cooper. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Cleveland, this is for you.
The 24, at that point, just put 25. God damn, damn.
Are you doing the Thursday night game or no?
With the Eagles and Texans?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm working that day.
Oh, and you're missing the Phillies too. Fuck.
I usually watch them when I'm on my break at work.
That makes sense.
Damn. Flames a Bengals fan, and he's not happy.
What, you don't like the Tony the Tiger?
Damn, man. Man. But yeah, 25-0 Browns. Good Lord. But I actually had surprised I had the Bengals win this game, but I'm looking like a complete goddamn idiot.
When are we playing the Pistons?
The Pistons.
I got it. I'll look it up. I got it. Nope. Not in October. Not in November.
I'm probably somewhere in December.
Not even in. Oh, wait. Yep, in December. Oh, shoot. 21st. Yo, I'm going to stream the Sixers and Knicks on Christmas.
I
am, because I don't celebrate Christmas. I'm Jewish.
Oy vey. It's very close in Milwaukee. It's 100-95 in favor of Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Because usually I try to plan to do other like play-by-play around my work schedule on the days that I don't work.
How far in advance do you know your work schedule?
Usually, like, say, if after this week, usually say, before Sunday is when I know when I go in, like, say if I go into the next day for work, then I'll see my next for the schedule the next week or so. And then I have it written. I planned it in my calendar on my phone, so at least now I have my actual schedule on my phone, so knows where I'm going to go into work.
Gotcha.
So now I got this. So I'm doing this the SmackDown on. I didn't even try to try to hit up Earl because I think, like, he has a staple. Why not just call his channel called The Wrestling Experience with Earl Cole? Like, I've never really. I
I don't know.
That's
I
like
don't
it
even
sounds
know.
better.
No, I'm thinking about that. Like shit.
Like like he can still keep it though. It's just like, why not just call it The Wrestling Experience with Errol Cole? It just makes it a lot more simpler that way. At least just with the way that I see it. I mean, it doesn't sound too bad. But yeah, I'm doing the Suns game on Monday the 7th. Thursday, I've got to see if I'm working that day against the Hawks.
I'm gonna
But
do that one
we'll
with
see.
Blake. I think me and him are gonna do at least one or two.
Nope. It's gonna. And yeah, then I think tomorrow at 5, I got the Eagles and Texans preview for week 9.
Do you have a Texans guy hopping on or no?
I mean, the only one I know is Dante, but I put it on Twitter like if any other Texas content creators want to come. But yeah, so I don't even know I don't even know of anybody else though.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because Dante's the only one I know on the top of my head
He's gonna
automatically.
be booked out of the wazoo.
And that's going to be incomplete from Cincinnati. Mm. Let's see the 10th. Okay, so it looks like I'm not working the 10th, so I actually might do that. Do those Eagle Sixers. Holy crap! God damn! Why don't you see? Why am I thinking Eagles on the
What
top?
is that
God
one?
damn it! The Hawks and Eagles.
Hawks and
Sixers. Holy Christ!
Yeah, I gotta ask Blake which one me and I are doing.
So I mean, but I am definitely doing the Eagles in Washington game on the 14th.
Yeah, if you want to put that, is that a Monday night game?
That is Monday night.
Yeah, put it on the network. Yeah.
So it's 3rd and 1. And Burrow will take the snap. We got a flag on the play. And Burrow kind of chasing. And it's going to get out of the bounds to be a first down, but let's see where the flag is going to be. It's going to be going.
It looks like it was going to be a first down either way. Flag or with the run? Left side. Defense number 90.
So offense, all side on Jadeveon Clowney.
Half of the sacks coming into this game happened in the first 2 weeks of the season, and they were finding their way. They lost those games, and then they did get some things going better, but there was still pressure. So the last 2 games, they've given up 3 sacks, but even last week, Atlanta, that did not bring pressure. They rushed 4 for the most part throughout that game. They were able to get to Burrow, and he had to get it out. And tonight,
God, even Tom Grossi posted something on Twitter 5 hours ago on NFL Halloween. That's going to be complete to number 16.
All right, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go back to Jeff. So I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, man.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too, man. But yeah, shout out to Mitch Coffey coming on. So far, Burrow has been sacked 4 times tonight by the clean. And hands up to Mixon. Will fights his way. Be short of the first down. Goes Joe Mixon.
Yeah, it was close. It was Jadeveon Clowney that came in and got him to the ground. Right there, yeah. That is a horse collar. He's outside the pocket, which makes it a foul.
So it's the 2nd and 4. And Burrow will take the snap. Will drop back to pass. Will dumps it off to Mixon with wide open room past the 30, close to 35. Goes Joe Mixon. That's going to be a first down and 10. See, for me, I'm a Clemson guy. Even see, we hate South Carolina. We hate the South Carolina Gamecocks football. Clemson guy for me. Clemson's been my school when it comes to the SEC or the ACC. And Spencer Rattler is just complete ass. And that's incomplete to Mixon first. And that's going to be taking us towards the end of the 3rd, going to the 4th. We're down to the final 15 minutes. So 4th quarter about to get underway. But yeah. So 1st and 10. Burrow will take the snap. Pressure coming. Throws and completes it to Irwin. That's going to be short of the first down. All right. To the 4th quarter we go after a commercial break. Browns up 25-0. That's what I'm saying. Because South Carolina, when brought in Spencer Rattler as the quarterback, look, Spencer Rattler ain't that great as a college quarterback, and we've seen it. See, I mean, at least, and that's what I'm saying. And this is why people and some guys quit hate. Like I know, like for Arku, I mean, a guy like Arku, who's a cool Dallas fan. Like people have to really, I gotta stop hating on the Eagles though, because you know we're the second. Well, I actually will admit this too. We're the second better team as the second best constructed team in the NFL, right behind the Buffalo Bills. I will admit that. I mean, because the Buffalo Bills have much better talent when it comes to the quarterback. I mean, Jalen Hurts is great in his own right. The fact that he's in part of MVP conversation. We've got both, I think, got a good wide receiver cores. The running back is going to be very interesting because you still got James Cook over there in Buffalo. You got Devin Singletary, who's really not done a lot. Yeah, this is what happens when this is also too, like, got to think about 2 years ago, we actually, and the last 2 years, we've been, putting it, Howie's head on a stick. But yeah, I looks like I appreciate that. But yeah, man, it's been crazy though. But we're going to the 4th quarter. Browns, unbelievable, up 25-0 over the. It's funny that people. Yeah, but I am going to do the Phillies game tomorrow, though. That's for sure. Really looking at it though. For me, I hate rainouts because number one. Then again, it does give you an extra day of rest, but the problem that I have with it at times, it's like, you already have a scheduled start, then you're gonna have to push it back. Then you already push game 5 or game 4 back to Thursday, which I can't do. Well, then again, wait a minute. No, I'll talk about that. But we've got a 3rd and 1 with a 25-0 lead. And Burrow will take a quarterback sneak and gets the first down for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Joe Burrow had thrown only 20 passes without Jamar Chase on the field since Chase came in.
So 1st and 10.
From LSU, he's thrown 27 passes tonight.
Yeah. I mean, shit, though. You got the Hawks already losing. The Nets lost. The Nets won, shockingly, with everything. That's a 3-point game in Milwaukee. Right now, and Burrow steps back to pass and escapes the sack, throws and completes it for a Cincinnati touchdown. So finally, I don't know. For me, I spend most of my time in my room and just chill the hell out. For me, at this point, if you're, for those who are actually, for me at my age at 25, going on 26, for me, I really do not care about. Like, for me, I just feel like Halloween has not been the same in like years ago. If I'm going to be completely honest, it's just really has not really been what I would expect it to be really that good, from in my honest opinion, anyways. Yeah, true. That is crazy. Oh yeah, the Gamecocks suck. Wow, McPherson misses the extra point. Are you kidding me? But yeah, so Browns now holding a 19-point lead over the Bengals. But yeah, with 14:15 to go, it's 25-6. Still lead the Browns over the Bengals. Hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Arku. I think the entire NFL world's it does hate Jerry Jones for the senile piece of crap that he is. But yeah. It's just crazy, though. Okay, so we got game 3 with Ranger Suarez, and then game 4 with Nola. Okay, that's very interesting. That's ridiculous. Justin Tucker's a much better kicker than McPherson. But yeah, so Milwaukee hangs on to a 3-point lead over the Detroit Pistons. Right now, Utah is beating Memphis right now in the third quarter, 67-54. At 10:30, the Rockets are going to be away against the Clippers at 10:30. But yeah, so we'll see. Dude, I mean, dude's an underrated kicker, man. Who can say for a guy like Tucker, Darren Prinkin can bomb a 70-yard field goal? Ugh. All right, so despite the missed extra point,
your defense isn't going to be able to stop them any quicker than what they've done so far. Then you consider an onside kick, but their defense is going to have to come out. They just can't afford to give up.
and here comes number 25. It's going to get swallowed up at past the 15.
Hey guys, well, the Bengals already had lost quarterback Chidobe Awuzie to a right knee injury earlier in the game, and now Trey Flowers is also out because of a right hamstring.
No, wow, man. Bengals are just fucking having players drop left and right. God damn.
He's thrown just 5 incompletions, and that includes 2 drops and 1 spike. He has fumbled the ball tonight. Why not? They bring the Bengals to Dax Hill in first round pick, the safety.
And Brissett will hand off to Chubb. Chubb will find an open hole right up the middle for about like a 5 or 6 yard gain. So we'll be short of the first down.
Yeah, we talked about it coming into this game, just all the injuries that both teams have suffered. But yeah, the hit that the Bengals have taken in the secondary saw Cleveland and Brissett take advantage of that on the previous possession. They'd like to just continue to keep pounding the football, but
So 2nd and 4.
take their shots down the field. They're certainly going to be able to do it. Cincinnati has a home game against Carolina next, and then they're bye.
And hands off to Chubb again. Goes up the middle towards the outside. It's going to be short of the first down. So it looked like a 2-yard gain. So
Chubb 16 carries, 84 yards, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. Look at this right now on 3rd down. And Cleveland 5 of 9 here in this ball game, but the Cincinnati Bengals, they got to make it 5 of 10 after this one because they need to make a stop, get off the field, and see if they can come up with a good drive of their own offensively.
and hands off to Kareem Hunt. It gets the first down past the 30 to the 35. Goes Kareem Hunt. It's another Cleveland first down.
And it just hasn't been able to translate. Here he comes here, and Kareem Hunt, he's not able to take it as flat as he'd like. Anticipate probably pass, and Hunt able to get underneath that and pick up a big first down.
A shout out to the 7 that's in the building, though. Welcome, everybody. As well, God, my ear itches. But so now I got a 1st and 10 with 12 minutes to play here in the 4th. And Brissett will hand it off to Chubb. Chubb's going to lose like about 2 yards on the carry. And that's going to be, and tackle comes up by Carter. So let's.
Watson is still out serving an 11-game suspension for violating the league's personal conduct policy, but as of 3 weeks ago, Watson has been allowed to be back at the Browns facility. He's been able to attend meetings, get treatment, do individual workouts. He still, though, cannot attend walkthroughs or practice. Watson can get back on the practice field in 2 weeks. On November 14th, he'll be eligible for reinstatement on November 28th and is expected to be available to play week 13.
So 2nd and 11. It's a 19-point game. And Brissett will hand off to Chubb, who will cut to the outside. He's going to get at least about 2 yards on the carry.
Commissioner Roger Goodell said last week that Watson has met all the terms and conditions of that suspension. Should be reinstated for those final 6 games. The allegations of sexual misconduct during massage sessions. 26 lawsuits that came out of that filed against Watson. 23 settled out of court. And then the question is for a guy as talented as Watson is.
Shout out to the 7 though. So we got 10:39 to go. It's a 3rd and 9. And Brissett steps up in the pocket and throws the deep ball to Amari Cooper, and he makes the catch. And that's going to be a 1st and goal, Cleveland. Cincinnati, good Lord, you are getting burnt. Just a good catch by Amari Cooper.
He's up in there a little tighter than what he should have been, and then as he tries to get out underneath it. Amari Cooper goes out and makes one heck of a play on the football.
So 1st and 10. So that's 5 catches for 131 yards for Amari Cooper, 26.2 average with 1 touchdown to go along with that. And hands off to Chubb. Chubb is going to get pushed back behind the line of scrimmage. So it looks like he's not going to get anything on that drive right there.
Here's Von Bell, and so Dax Hill is here. He's expecting help, and Von Bell is here rather than just get out of there. And then he tries to get over there a little bit late, and he's not anticipating that Cooper is going to continue to run, and he just outruns everybody. So
yeah, just really outburned the secondary.
He's the last guy who should have gotten the ball deep down the field on that play. 53 yards to set him up 2nd and 10.
And Chubb up the middle. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's another touchdown for the Cleveland Browns. That is 31 on the Cincinnati Bengals on the 11-yard touchdown run by Nick Chubb. Just find an open hole right up the seam, and there it goes. Let me bring up the scoreboard again. God damn. And time for the extra point. And the kick. Right down the middle, 32-6. Lead the Cleveland Browns over the Cincinnati Bengals. Now we're going to the commercial break. But damn. There's some comments here. For me, I don't know if people understand why they like Halloween Ends, man. Halloween Ends is it's a complete dumpster fire. I mean, ever since like these reboots of the Halloween franchise, it's really, I don't know, it's kind of weird. For me, my favorite Halloween movie, God, it's the original Halloween from 1978. You know, you can't go wrong with the original. It's just, ah, boy. But it's just, see, and this is, and that's why with and Flame. That was my key number 2. With Chase being out, Tyler Boyd has to step up to be that number 1 guy, and it's honestly. With 8:46 here in the 4th, it's a 26-point game. Are you kidding me? On a 11-yard touchdown run by Nick Chubb. And Cincinnati's going to let that bounce out of bounds and start at the 25. So, yikes. That is unbelievable. So, Joe Burrow tonight, 71% completion percentage for 163 yards, 1 touchdown and a pick. The last 2 weeks, 78% completion, 390.5 passing yards, 6 touchdowns to no picks. But, yeah, that is not looking good. And Burrow throws and completes it to Joe Mixon past the 25, but it looks like up close to almost close to 30. Yeah, Tiger Raven, no one expected this, but knowing that the Bengals don't have Jamar Chase, it's a whole different ball game. Ooh, that's right, in college basketball. Ooh, wait a minute. I can actually do some college basketball now that I think about it. And 2nd and 8, Burrow throws and completes it to Hayden Hurst. Is going to be about 2 yards shy at the first down. And we get a flag on the play. That might be automatic first down on against Cleveland. Unnecessary roughness on sportsmanlike, probably. Taki, it's an unnecessary roughness against him.
Let's take a look at it. Number 44 right here. Yeah, throw down. He could have pulled up. So good call there by the officials. But I was going to say, Myles Garrett, even when he's not getting to Burrow, he has such a presence and a force coming off that edge that you feel.
So about 8 minutes to go here. I think Cincinnati needs to go from wide receivers. Not just that, they need to go for the offensive line because the O-line is not helping Joe Burrow at all. He's been sacked 4 times. So yeah, the O-line has been meh for the Cincinnati Bengals.
0.7 seconds, which is the fastest of any player in the NFL, and he has everybody's attention on that offensive line at number 9, standing behind that offensive line. Always does. And he is a game.
And Burrow will take the snap. He will throw it and completes it to Hayden Hurst for a first down and more. So Newsom forces Hayden Hurst out of bounds. I definitely would say could see them getting more offensive lineman and a wide receiver because Chase is because knowing that I've been hearing that they might move on from Tyler Boyd. I don't think that might be true because I do think they got a good wide receiver core, but their O-line is absolute fucking shit tonight. And not just that, they also need secondary help. It's not looking good. But the Bengals, not even 200 total yards to the 415 by Cleveland. And Burrow throws it and completes it to T. Higgins for a Cincinnati touchdown. So Greedy Williams gets beat by T. Higgins. So now it's a 20-point game. So 32-12. Just get that 50-50 ball. So a 5-play drive for 75 yards for over 2 minutes of time of possession on that drive. And the extra point is good. So 32-13 still lead for the Browns over the Bengals. Okay. All right. Where is it? Oh, boy. Oh, fuck. All right, so next Monday night, like I said, you have the Baltimore Ravens going into New Orleans to take on the Saints. The Saints coming into this game off a 24-point victory over the Las Vegas Raiders, who are playing an absolute like shit. So I mean, it is what it is. But the Ravens, though, still holding their ground in the AFC North.
They're leading the division at 4-4. Tampa Bay, New Orleans 3-5, and Carolina, that crushing loss 2-6. Big win for New Orleans. Shutting down Las Vegas.
And that's going to be out of bounds with 6:40 to go. And we get a flag on the play.
Cleveland's ball leading 32-13. Here are the trade headlines. The deadline is tomorrow.
So the deadline tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
On Tuesday.
So the Ravens acquired Roquan Smith for a 2nd and 5th round pick for next year's draft. We got the Robert Quinn.
Smith, who was visibly upset when he learned that Robert Quinn had been traded
To the Philadelphia Eagles for a 4th round pick.
Philadelphia Eagles. The NFC's best got better by adding Robert Quinn. Roquan Smith heads to
So did I, and I look like a complete fucking moron. Never again. And Chubb takes the handoff. We get past the 40. Looks like up to the 41. It goes Nick Chubb.
Well, I would say the yearly returns on that deal look really good. Yeah, I love that trade when it happened. And if anybody is going to utilize all the things that McCaffrey could do, it's Kyle Shanahan, and it was on display yesterday in that big win against the LA Rams. 11th player in NFL history with a rushing, passing, and receiving touchdown in one game, first since 2005. 34-yarder to Ayuk. 9-yard touchdown pass from Jimmy G, who's playing well. Yeah. And a 1-yard touchdown run.
And hands off to Chubb again, who goes to the outside. He's going to lose about a yard. He's going to get no gain on the play. 4 p.m. Eastern time. That's the start time of the deadline. That is the start time of the trade deadline. So guys, do not want to miss that stream. I'm going to have Randy on for our Philadelphia Eagles to see what trades they're going to make. But it's going to be interesting of what the Eagles are going to do with this trade deadline.
This trumpet thigh combo is only $6. Good deal for you. But you bring nothing home for your abuelita. You okay?
But yeah, it's been crazy though, man. It has been. It's going to be very interesting what this trade deadline is going to have to offer. I would say. But yeah, so I mean, we'll see how the trade deadline goes. All right.
This was a must win.
And hands it off to Kareem Hunt. It's going to get past the 40 towards the 41. So about a 1-yard gain. So that's going to be a 4th down coming up. So Jacoby Brissett's been playing pretty well. He gets the diving touchdown, just showing just what he's been able to do.
He's got a passing touchdown. And when they've needed him to step up and air it out, he's been looking for number 2 most of the night. Yeah. Amari Cooper, he's been a great addition. You know, a few years ago when he was traded to Dallas.
So Jacoby Brissett outside the numbers, 12 for 29, 229 passing yards, 1 touchdown to no interceptions.
This week you see Jacoby Brissett, his numbers, but they talked about it this week. So Amari Cooper has been a part of that, seeing how quickly you can turn things around. And all it takes is a big win, and maybe this is that game. They've got a bye coming off of this week.
And then, so next week will be the bye for the Cleveland Browns. Oh, God.
It's certainly anyone's race there in their division. 4th down at 4. 180! No. 59!
Under 6 minutes to play. It's at 4th and 4.
Almost got you, 55.
And then just going to take the delay game penalty.
Good for Jacoby Brissett in his 7th year. New England, Indy, Miami, now Cleveland, and he's having a fun Halloween. Boy, he sure is. Yeah, that's a quarterback that's had a good night. John Perry's with us up in the booth. You hear some of that stuff in your days down on the field? You hear all kinds of stuff down there, as Troy knows. That was great audio, though. Nice catch. That was. Usually you don't want good audio. Yeah, right. It's not usually that pleasant. Scott Bray working.
So now get the punting unit out for the Cleveland Browns.
Great work.
And Browns will get the punt off, and that's going to be shanked to the right and just going to let that bounce out of bounds. So that's going to now the Bengals will take possession with just over 5.5 to go. But yeah, so shout out to the 5 that's still sticking with me here in the building. Welcome everybody. Yeah, it's been kind of been a crazy one, I would say. And looking at that, it's been not great. But yeah, it's been crazy to say the least. But so far, it's been a good game for the Browns. But Bengals fans, what is going on? But yeah, man, it's been very not say crazy, but very embarrassing and showing by the Cincinnati Bengals. But right now, all right, so let's just get this. Oh damn! Let me see. All right. It's about 5:37, a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And Burrow will take the snap. Will drop back to pass. Pressure coming. Escapes the pocket. Rolls up to his right. And that's going to be almost picked off, but that's going to be out of bounds.
Talked about the game against Carolina, then a bye, then at Pittsburgh. Sounds like a nice part of the schedule if you want to go that way for Cincinnati, but they're going to have to do it, it appears, without Jamar Chase, who's got that hip injury. He actually suffered 2 weeks ago and then re-aggravated in the win against Atlanta. But then they've got a game at the Titans and a game at home against Kansas City. We'll have them the second to last weekend.
And that is going to be sack number 5 against Cincinnati. God damn. That is Myles Garrett again. That's... Yeah, I was about to say, because You know, these people with these weird Twitter accounts think they know everything, but I don't think so. But Burrow gets sacked for the 5th time in this game. So Myles Garrett with 1 pass deflected, which led to an interception, 3 pressures, and 2 sacks. And Burrow throws and completes it to Mixon. Goes to the outside. We'll get some of the yardage back, but it's going to be short of the 4th down. With 4:35. Now you're good. Sometimes my tip is try to be wary of things if it's not like Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter, Mike Florio, or Mike Garofalo. And some of these guys that you've seen on NFL Network, for me, I think they're fake. Or just be wary of that. That's just my little bit of a tip. And that's going to be incomplete. And that's going to be turnover on downs by the Cleveland Browns defense.
Emerson coming in. He had some tough moments earlier in the ball game, but yeah,
that is crazy.
A little bit of help, able to knock it down here on 4th down. I think overall, Emerson, the 3rd-round pick, and he's had to play, and he's done a pretty good job. It's a hard position to play as a young player, coming in and getting used to the way these receivers are able to come off the ball and the speed that they play with. But he looks like he's going to be a pretty good player for them.
So Emerson with the breakup, though.
Browns take over with the ball at the Cincinnati 36.
So at the 36 we go for the Browns. So we got a 1st and 10. And Brissett will take the snap. We'll hand it off to Kareem Hunt. Goes to the outside. And we'll get hit hard behind the line of scrimmage. So we might lose a yard on the play.
Denver. Let's see who is ruling the moment. Brought to you by Burger King. And this was a direct snap for a touchdown for Nick Chubb in the first half. Well, it's offensive line. We've talked about the night that Jacoby Brissett has had. A lot of that has had to do with the fact the offensive line has been terrific. And they've got the running game going, and then everything comes off of that. And the formula for success for Cleveland, while Kevin Stefanski has been the head coach, as we know, run the football, get a lead, and continue to just pound Nick Chubb and then run the play action, and it worked.
And Brissett will hand it out to number 30. And that's going to be short of the 1st down for number 30.
Rush yards. Last year, week 7 here against Denver. You and I were here, and surprised to get to work on this game and see that Johnson hadn't carried the ball this season until these last 2 plays. Yeah, not only had he not carried the ball, he hadn't even really played. He'd only had 10 offensive snaps throughout the season, but you've got to believe that he's going to get, if in fact Kareem Hunt is.
I hope we kind of pick him up because we do need a back like Kareem Hunt, though. But like so, we'll see how the trade deadline goes tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Monday the 7th, I will be doing the Sixers at 8 o'clock, and then also got Villanova and LaSalle opening nights at 6:30. So you guys do not want to miss that as well. If you guys want to hit the smash.
Especially with the Cam Akers situation they have going on there. Yeah, that's right.
They
need all the help they can get, and it's been tough. We haven't seen that offense with Sean McVay struggle the way that they have. But
so both teams with 2 turnovers apiece.
Being able to utilize a guy like Christian McCaffrey, we all know that Sean McVay would be able to do with someone with Kareem Hunt skills. 32 snaps tonight.
And looks like number 30 will get the 1st down.
He's got a 1st down, so they ran it to him 3 times. And picks up a 1st down, 7 on this carry. He's one of those guys, whenever he's been called on, he just produces. You know, he's so reliable. Unfortunately for him, they've had a stable of backs, and he just hasn't gotten to. And when he did play that Thursday night last year that you talked about, they had so many injuries at the running back position. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. Bengals out of timeout.
And we get a timeout here by the Bengals. Looks like by the Bengals with under 2.5 to play. So, yeah. Shit. No, wait, I have two, actually. No, wait a minute. Tomorrow's the first. Yeah, I got two, actually. I got the trade deadline at 4 o'clock, and then I think 8:03 first pitch, I had the Phillies and Astros World Series Game 3. But Monday the 7th, I will be live for the Sixers and Suns game at 8. And then the Villanova Wildcats and LaSalle Explorers opening night for college basketball. But yeah, so Johnson will take it himself. And that'll be to the 2-minute warning. But yeah, so right now it's been interesting to say the least. But yeah. But yeah, man, it's been crazy. I mean, look, like I said, the grind doesn't stop because right now we're on the road to 1K. To the 1K subscriber mark since I already knocked out the watch hours, so. But yeah, so we're at the 2-minute warning, so we're coming down to the crunch time. But yeah. Halloween chocolate bar? That's a very good question. Good Lord. God damn. I'm going to go with the old school Hershey's. I get those old, I mean, usually, for me, I remember during Halloween, I usually get lucky with the king size ones. With certain houses where they have the king size candy bars, can't go wrong. When you know you hit that house, when you hit certain houses with king size candy bars, you know you did it. You did something good. So 2 minutes here. So we got 2nd and 1. Now, right now, the Browns are in the red zone. God damn, come on. Don't fuck with me now.
44 seconds left in the first half. It was an 8-0 ball game. Cleveland with Cincinnati attempting a field goal.
So we got 2 minutes here. 2nd and 1. Quarterback sneak, and that's going to be an automatic first down. Less than 2 minutes to play.
With Cincinnati being out of timeouts, Joel Patonio trying to get this crowd into it again. They've been into it all night. Well, Joel Patonio is used to having big games and big nights and playing well, but add tonight's effort to that list as well. He was really good.
And they're going to spike it here. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it here tonight. So the Cincinnati Reds drop the Bengals to a 4-4 record in the AFC North. So Kevin Stefanski is the first Browns coach to start career 5-0 against the Bengals since Nick Scoridge. That's crazy, but yep, that is going to do it. The Bengals fall to 4-4. The Browns go to 3-5 in the AFC North. But like I said, I appreciate everybody that's been coming through. If you guys are new, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, guys. But with that being said, appreciate everybody coming in. Have a good the rest of your Halloween and have a safe night, everybody.